Okay, hi everyone. So for today's video, I thought I'd start a new series and call it the What to Do When I Run Out of Ideas series. And for that, there's actually a really good remedy, and this is it. I'll take a dive into these. These are my handwritten notes from 8 years worth of coming to Barry Harris class. Here they are, 8 years worth of Barry Harris notes. I call it my BHD. Anyway, I was digging through the notes and I came across this very, very beautiful move here. Okay, and again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the move for you, and I'm actually going to post a screenshot of this, my actual handwritten note, on my Patreon page for those of you who are kind enough to become patrons, so that you can see how I wrote it exactly in class, and hopefully you can read my handwriting and you'll find it helpful. So let's get into it. This is what I call the 21st Psalm move, and it basically comes from Barry's very beautiful musical setting of the text of the 21st Psalm for the chorus. Now, those of you that know Barry know that he runs a chorus, and it probably is the closest thing to what he's really about, this sense of family, this sense of community, sharing the music, and it really is a beautiful setting for Barry's ideas. His concepts, written for voices, is really something really very special, really beautiful. And this is one of those. And so he wrote a musical setting of the 21st Psalm. It goes something like this. Forgive me, I don't know it very well, but I'm going to play it as best I can to give you a sense of context, and I'll play the move and then we'll break it down. So here it goes. It starts like this, and then the voices come in. And then the voices come in. Comes in, the Lord is my shepherd, and on, and it develops into this very beautiful musical setting for voices of the 21st Psalm. So here's the move again. Slides into a C7. So what really is it? It's really just two 2-5-1s in a row, a 2-5-1 to E flat, and then a 2-5-1 to D flat, right? But the beauty of it is that there's a little passing diminished in between each of those two fives. It's like going E flat minor 7, sorry, F minor 7, F sharp diminished, E flat, B flat 7, E flat. So it's like doing 2 sharp 2, 1 5 1. So it's a little bit of movement inside of the 2-5, and here it is again. So you have your F minor 7, it's voiced with the double sevenths, the double E flats, E flat on the top, and then you have the minor third or A flat in the middle. So there's your double E flats with the A flat, and the root, F. Then comes the F sharp diminished. Now when you look at this chord, you look at it and you say, okay, well, it really is just a D major, like an arpeggio, D, F sharp, A, and D, with the F sharp down an octave. And then you think, well, wait a minute, how is a D an F sharp diminished? Well, and there's another video on this for a fuller explanation. It's called Barry Harris's Diminished Genealogy, as I call it, and I'll link to it in the description. But the short version is, when you look at an F sharp diminished, if you lower each of these chord tones, the F sharp down a half step, you'll end up with an F7. If you lower the A down, you'll end up with an A flat 7. The C lowered will give you a B7. And then here, the E flat lowered will give you a D7. D7, or in this case a D triad, if I just let go of this C here, is really an F sharp diminished. So, in other words, D is the family of F sharp diminished. So I have my F minor 7, the family, very simple but very beautiful voicing of an F sharp diminished. The root of the dominant here, and then the two diminished notes here. Then I slide into an E flat major 7, but if I look at this E flat major 7, what do I have? I have G, D, doubled, F, and B flat. Well, that gives me it's really a B flat 6 chord. B flat 6 is one of the rules that you apply to an E flat major, and that's another video which will be linked to in the description, the video on the 6 chord rules. So this is that second rule on the major, where you can take a major 6th chord, build it on the 5th of any major, and you'll end up with a major 7th chord. This B flat 6 over E flat gives me an E flat major 7. Only in this case, I'm not playing the root till the very end, and I'm playing what essentially is a B flat triad with the doubled D, the doubled third. The G, or the 6th of the B flat, is on the bottom. That's the 3rd of the E flat. And there's my beautiful B flat major 7. So, back to the beginning. F minor with the doubled 7th. The F sharp diminished with the D triad as the family. There's my rule on the E flat 7. Now I'm going to go to a B flat 7. This is the actual 5 chord. And all I really have to do is move a step, or just zhuzh it a couple of steps up, and I end up with B flat, D, F sharp, and C. That's really a B flat 7 with an augmented 5th. So here's my 7th A flat, my 3rd D, my augmented 5th F sharp, and the C, or the 9th on the top. It almost looks like I built a D triad on top of a B flat 7. Okay? And then my final landing point, which is back to that B flat 6 rule over E flat major. That's the move. So let me do it all in context. F minor 7, F sharp diminished with the D family, E flat major with the B flat 6 rule, B flat 7 with an augmented 5th, and back to the E flat. And then he does it down a step, creating a sequence. Here it is. I'm targeting D flat, so the 2 of D flat is E flat minor 7, double the 7ths, E diminished with C triad being the family on top. Here's my A flat 6 rule for a D flat major 7. Here's my A flat 7 with the augmented 5th. Looks like a C7 on top of an A flat 7. And then back to the A flat 6 rule on top of D flat major. So I'll play the whole thing through again. And then he slides into a C7 to set up the 5 chord of the song, which is in F. But Now, how are we going to apply that? Well, it really is just a cool way of doing a 2-5, right? 2-5-1. Well, that means you can apply it to any song that has a 2-5-1 in it, which is the same as saying you can do it on any day that ends in Y. Every song has a 2-5-1, and especially songs that have 2-5-1s descending in whole step patterns. The first one that comes to mind is How High the Moon. Somewhere there's music, I'll fake a tune. Here's a 2-5 to F. Somewhere there's how high the moon. 2-5-1 to E flat. Right? So somewhere there's music, I'll fake the tune. And here's my move. In E flat. Now I gotta do it in G. Ah. Do a quick one here. Let me see if I can do this one. Oh, that was weird. But, okay, we pushed it a little bit. But you can see for the body of the song, it fits really well. What's a good one? Another good one that does that. I'm moving to B flat. That means 7th. The best idea, but you know, again, I'm sort of doing this off the top of my head just to show you that this thing is so readily applicable. You know, bridge to Cherokee, let's see what happens here. These are some weird keys you got to do there. You got to do a 2-5 to B, a 2-5 to A, 2-5 to G, 2-5 to C, 2-5 to F. So let's see what happens there. So you're going to go, so that will be, not even going to attempt to play it up to tempo, but you can see that if you use your imagination, you can take these little nuggets, these little building blocks, and put them pretty much anywhere. Excuse me. You know? So I hope you enjoyed this one. Once again, if this was useful to you, please like and subscribe, and tell all your friends to like and subscribe, and consider visiting my Patreon page and becoming a patron, where you will have access to full transcriptions of these videos posted roughly once a week, the videos as well as the transcriptions, and now also screenshots of my handwritten notes. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.